Okay. So can you tell us a little bit more about the passports?
Sure, I'll just tell you some of the things that I know about passports.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. It's all admiralty for a start. It's admiralty law, and you know it's all symbolic as well. So it doesn't really show you anything, or doesn't tell you anything in words. But if you notice here,
Yeah.
for example, right, you've got land, and then water, and then you're lying sideways underneath the water,
Yeah.
as if you're dead and lost beyond the sea. And this face here is a hologram, so it doesn't actually matter which way you turn it.
Yeah.
You're still in the same position, sideways underneath the water.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was just one thing. And the other thing I wanted to talk about was type P.
Yeah.
Now, they'll tell you, if you go and search it up, they'll tell you that that means personal passport.
Yeah.
But it actually, passports have been around a lot longer than the modern legislation.
Yeah.
Right. And if you have a look, that actually meant ward of the state. So it's the same as what happens with your birth certificate, or when you appear in court, or any of those things. What's presumed is that you are not of mental capacity to be able to handle your own affairs. So this classification P is assuming that you're a ward of the parish, right, which is known as a pauper.
Wicked.
And it's from the 1600 statutes. There's a whole bunch of statutes that they made in the 1600s to try and control the poor that were flooding the streets of London and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And so that actually stems out of that.
Thank you.
But, you know, the truth is that this is really a fake passport anyway, because it was issued by an authority that has no standing.
Yeah, because in 1986 it became unlawful, the New Zealand government.
In 1986, what happened was the New Zealand government, as a government, ceased to exist. And then it became a corporation with the same name, in the same way that they've created a corporation out of you. When you were born, they formed a trust, and that trust has a name that's very familiar to yours. It's spelled the same, but styled differently. It appears in capital letters, which means it's corporate identity. The capital letter thing, capitis diminutio maxima, actually comes from old Roman law, where slaves were common. They were called bonded individuals, or bondsmen. So you had free men and bondsmen, and the capital letter thing, it's all tied in with death, because a corporation can't be alive, so its name appears as it would on a headstone.
Yeah, capital letters,
Yeah, which is a symbol. A headstone is called a ledger from ancient Roman times, and a ledger is the negative side of an accounting book, and whoever's on the negative side of the accounting book is a debtor. So to write your name in capital letters means that you're a debtor, or you can be owned.
Yeah.
And
also the
New Zealand is owned.
Yeah.
Right? So New Zealand, the corporation, is owned, and it's owned by the Queen and Right of New Zealand, although that name changes as the registrations change. And what I was saying back to that is in 1984 was when the first SEC, Securities Exchange Commission, US Securities Exchange Commission, registrations of the company of the same name as the country. That's when they were made. And inside the